One more example. Example number 21. Prove that x raised to twice n minus y raised to twice n is divisible by x plus y. So first of all, you know what to do, right? Turn by turn, एक एक स्टेप लिखते जाएंगे. हाँ? So this is Pn. First of all, Pn x raised to twice n minus y raised to twice n is divisible by x plus y, where n belongs to n. This is your Pn. Now for n equal to 1, for n is equal to 1, x raised to twice n minus y raised to twice n. If we substitute n equal to 1, what is the answer? X raised to 2 minus y raised to 2, right? And you know factor of this, x minus y and x plus y. So this is x plus y is outside, this is whatever number, but x plus y is there in multiplication. That means that number is divisible by x plus y. So which is divisible by x plus y, that is P1 is true. P1 is true. Next step, yes, let Pk be true. So let Pk be true. That is, I am not writing Pk, right? Directly, x raised to 2k minus y raised to 2k. X raised to 2k minus y raised to 2k is divisible by x plus y, where k belongs to n. Now this is a statement form, so we have to express this in mathematical form. So what to do? Right? Is divisible by x plus y, so that is x raised to twice k minus y raised to twice k is equal to divisible by x plus y. So x plus y into any number, that is p, where p belongs to n. So now from this subject to anything, so we can make x raised to twice k as a subject. So that is x raised to twice k is equal to, this goes to right hand side, becomes plus. So x plus y into t plus, t plus y raised to twice k, right? Here k belongs to n also, and this is your result number 1. Now same step, to prove that Pk is true, we prove that Pk plus 1 is true. That is, to prove that, simply replace k by k plus 1. So what we get? X raised to 2 times k plus 1 minus y raised to 2 times k plus 1, right, is divisible by x plus y, is divisible by x plus y, right? So simplify this, get x plus y outside the brackets, you can say that this is the divisible by x plus y. So this is, now this is not your left hand side, keep in mind, right? So now x raised to 2 times k plus 1 minus y raised to 2 times k plus 1, right? While you are simplifying this type of terms, right, make sure these all signs are important. Now multiplying this, what we get? This is x raised to twice k plus 2 minus y raised to twice k plus 2, right? This is our simple multiplication. Now as I said, keep in mind result number 1. So result number 1, our target is to get the power of x is twice k. So what we write here? this is x raised to twice k into x square, right, minus y raised to twice k into y square. Got it? X raised to twice k into x square. Applying exponential rule. Which one? This. A raised to m plus n is equal to a raised to m, a raised to n. Right? So this is okay. Now we have to apply result number 1. Now result number 1 is this. X raised to 2k, value of x raised to 2k, this is x plus y into t plus y raised to twice k. So substitute this. So what is your answer? This is x plus y into t plus y raised to twice k. This is the answer of x raised to twice k. See here, x raised to twice k, x plus y into t plus y raised to twice k into x square minus y raised to twice k into y square. This is due to result number 1. Now, after simplification of these terms, what is our mission target? To take x plus y outside the bracket of whole term, right? So multiplying this, what we get? This is x plus y, x square into t plus y raised to twice k into x square minus y raised to twice k into y square. Now see this last two term. Y raised to twice k is common. So taking y raised to twice k common. So I am writing this step slightly left hand side. So x plus y, x square t plus remaining term will be x square minus y square, because we are taking y raised to twice k as common. Now factor of this is x minus y, x plus y. So this is equal to x plus y, x square into t plus x minus y, x plus y into y raised to twice k. Now our mission target, what is our target? To take x plus y common. Is x plus y is common? Yes. So take x plus y common. So x plus y common. Remaining term will be x square into t plus x minus y into y raised to twice k. This is x plus y and this is as usual m, anything, right? So which is divisible by x plus y, therefore pk plus 1 is true and you will get your answer. So this is x plus y into m, where m is equal to x square t plus x minus y into y raised to twice k belongs to n, which is divisible by x plus y, right? So get it? So this is very easy, right? Therefore pk plus 1 is true. Therefore pk implies pk plus 1 is true. Also p1 is true. Therefore by PMI for all n belongs to n, Pn is true, right? One more question of same type of divisible by, this is given by 8. So example number 22, prove that 3 raised to twice n plus 2 minus 8n minus 9 is divisible by 8. So as usual we first write Pn. So Pn is 3 raised to twice n plus 2 minus 8n minus 9 is divisible by 8, n belongs to n, right? So as usual, starting with for n equal to 1, so first for n is equal to 1, 3 raised to twice n plus 2 minus 8n minus 9. I said to earlier that in this type of terms, while power is also given and plus minus, then you have to write big plus or minus or any mathematical sign, right? Because sometimes if you are writing like this 3n plus 2 minus 8n, so sometimes this minus 8n goes to power, so that's why, right? आपको कैसे लिखना है, देखो आपके पास नोटबुक में ऐसी लाइन होती है, तो ऐसा एक 3 यहाँ पे लिखा तो पावर यहाँ पे लिखो 3n plus 2 and then minus 8n. So you can separate the power and the base, because this is not in power, this 8n is not in a power, this is simple your statement minus 8n, this is a different term. So remember this type of things, right, for simplification. Otherwise due to this your all calculation will be wrong, right? So this is your 3 raised to twice n plus 2 minus 8n minus 9 is given. Now if we substitute n equal to 1, what we get? 3 raised to 2 plus 2 minus 8 and minus 9. So now 3 raised to 2 plus 2 is 4, right? So this is 3 raised to 4 minus 17. 3 raised to 4 is 3 into 3, 9, 27, 3, 81 minus 17 minus 17. So this is, how much this is? 64. So this is 64, and 64 is, you know, 8 into 8. Our addition target is divisible by 8. So 8 is outside. So that means this number is divisible by 8. So which is divisible by 8. Therefore P1 is 2. Right? So similarly, next step, as usual, let Pk be true, that is replace n by k. So what we get? 3 raised to twice k plus 2, right, minus 8k minus 9 is divisible by 8. K belongs to n, that is 3 raised to twice k plus 2 minus 8k minus 9 is equal to, this number is divisible by 8, so 8 into t, where t belongs to n and k belongs to n. So making subject to this power 3 raised to, so therefore 3 raised to power 2k plus 2 is equal to, now taking this to right hand side, so this is 8k plus 8k plus 9, right? K belongs to n and t belongs to n, right? Same reason number 1. Got it? Now to prove that Pk is true, we prove that P k plus 1 is true. We prove that Pk plus 1 is true. So simply this Pk, in this Pk, replace k by k plus 1. So that is to prove that 3 raised to 2 times k plus 1. We replace k by k plus 1, then plus 2. So this is plus 2, right? Minus, I am writing minus here, not here, right? 8 into k plus 1 minus 9 is, got it? This, say, 3 raised to 2 times k. So k replaced by k plus 1 plus 2. So plus 2, and I am writing this term after finishing this power here, minus 8, and k replaced by k plus 1 minus 9 is divisible by 8, right? So this is your mission target, right? So now 3 raised to 2 times k plus 1 plus 2 minus 8 times k plus 1 minus 9 is equal to, now simplifying this, what we get? 3 raised to twice k plus 2 plus 2 minus, this is 8k minus 8 minus 9. Now as I said, keep here attention, right? What we need? Power of 3 to k plus 2. So I am making this as a raised to m, and n is 2. So splitting out this, what we get? 3 raised to 2k plus 2 into 3 square. Now we know what we did, right? Minus 8k minus 9 into 7 is 17. Now substituting this value from result number 2, 3 raised to 2k, sorry, result number 1, 3 raised to 2k plus 2 is this. So answer of this is 8t plus 8k plus 9 into 3 square is 9 minus 8k minus 17. So multiply this, 9 into 8, no need to write 72. So 8 into 9 into t plus, this is 8 into 9 plus 9 into 9, 81 minus 8k minus 17. Mission target is 8, common from this, right? So this is 8 into 9 into t plus this is 8, 9, k is remaining here, 8 into 9 into k plus 81, right? So this is 72k. Now 72k minus 8 is 64k, so plus 64k, and 81 minus 17 is plus 61. Now is, so 81 minus 17 is 64, right? Now see here, 8 is common from all terms, so take 8 common. So 8, this is 9 into t plus 8k plus 8 plus 8. So this is 8 into m, where m is equal to 90 plus 8k plus 8 belongs to n, which is divisible by 8, which is divisible by 8, right? Therefore p k plus 1 is true. Therefore, as usual, 4 step, right? Therefore pk implies pk plus 1 is true. Also p1 is true. Therefore by PMI, for all n belongs to n, Pn is true, right? So आपको पता चला ना कैसे सॉल्व करना है? Okay. Next question is example number 23. Prove that 41 raised to n minus 42 raised to n is a multiple of 3. Right? This is a multiple of 3, means is a divisible by 27. Is a multiple of 27. That is divisible by 27, so you can do it yourself for practice. And same thing, n plus 1, n plus 5 is a multiple of 3, that is a divisible by 3. So this is for you, right? This is homework for you. Now this is same example, but this is a different type of example. Is a divisible by 24. You cannot get 24 easily common from here, right? So we are solving this. Pn is 2 times 7 raised to n plus 3 times 5 raised to n minus 5 is divisible by 24. N belongs to n. This is your Pn. For n is equal to 1. For n is equal to 1, 2 times 7 raised to n plus 3 times 5 raised to n minus 5 is equal to. Now substitute n equal to 1. What do we get here? Right? This is 2 into 7. Now you know what to do. So I am writing speedily. Right? So this is plus 3 into 5 minus 5. So this is 14 plus 15 minus 5. 15 minus 5 is 10. So this is 24 into 1, which is divisible by 24. Therefore, P1 is true. P1 is true. So next step is let Pk be true. Let Pk be true. That is 2 into 7 raised to k plus 3 into 5 raised to k minus 5 is divisible by 24. K belongs to n, right? So writing that is 2 times 7 raised to k plus 3 times 5 raised to k minus 5 is equal to 24. T belongs to n and k belongs to n. From this, making any two subject, what we get? 2 times 7 raised to k is equal to 24t minus, this becomes minus 3 times 5 raised to k plus 5, right? See, as usual, result number 1, right? Next step, to prove that Pk is true, we prove that P k plus 1 is true. We prove that P k plus 1 is true, right? That is, simply replace k by k plus 1. That is 2 times 7 raised to k plus 1 plus 3 times 5 raised to k plus 1 minus 5 is divisible by 24. That we have to prove. So taking this, right? So now 2 times 7 raised to k plus 1 plus 3 times 5 raised to k plus 1 minus 5 is equal to nothing different, only simplification. In simplification, there is a one term, right? That is complicated for you. That's why I am solving this. Otherwise, this is also a homework, right? So, applying exponential rule, what we get? Because before simplifying, we have to keep mind here, keep attention here. So, power of 7 is k and power of 5 is also k. And here power of 7 and k, 5 is k plus 1. So, this is 2 times 7 raised to k into 7 plus 3 times 5 raised to k into 5 and minus 5, right? Now substituting this value, 2 times 7 raised to k. So this is, this 2 times 7 raised to k is this 24t. So this is 24t minus 3 times 5 raised to k and plus 5. See properly. Once again, 2 times 7 raised to k is our result number 1. So substitute this value 24t minus 3 times 5 raised to k plus 5 into 7 is already there plus 3 into 5, that is 15 times 5 raised to k minus 5. Multiplying this, what we get? This is 24 into 7 into t. 7 into 3, 21 times 5 raised to k plus 7 into 5, 35. So 35 plus 15 times 5 raised to k and minus 5 I am writing here. Right? Now, this is, what is our mission target? Take 24 common from these all terms. Right? So 24 is here but not here, all 4 steps. So now 21 and this is 15 times 5 raised to k. So 15 minus 21 is 6 times 5 raised to k. Right? 15 minus 21. So this is 24 into 7 into t minus 6 times 5 raised to k and 35 minus 5, 30. So plus 30. Now target is 24 but 24 is not common here. Common is 6. So taking 6 common here, what we get? This is 24 into 7 into t minus 6 common. So remaining term will be 5 raised to k minus 5. 5 raised to k minus 5. Right? So this is different. So this is the important step for you in this example, and this is important example for your exam point of view. Right? So you have to practice these examples for 5-6 times. Right? एक बार लिख लो, इसके बाद 5-6 टाइम्स का रिवाइज करो. हाँ, राइटिंग में रिवाइज करना है, कुछ भी मैथ्स में करो, राइटिंग नहीं करना है. राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस मस्ट. राइट? नाउ हियर सी व्हाट टू डू. हियर नाउ 5 raised to k minus 5. K belongs to n, that you know. Now suppose we substitute k is equal to 1, then answer is 5 minus 5, that is 0. Fine. Okay. Now suppose we take k is equal to 2, then answer is k is equal to 2. Answer is 5 square minus 5. Answer is 5 square minus 5. 5 square is 25 minus 5, that is 20. K equal to 3. 5 cube minus 5, 125 minus 5, that is 120. So these all numbers are divisible by 4. These all numbers are divisible by 4. That is 5 raised to k minus 5 is divisible by 4. If this number is divisible by 24, then we write 24 into any constant. So can I write like this? This is divisible by 4 into lambda, because this is a divisible by 4, right? Where lambda belongs to n. This is divisible by 4. This number is divisible by 4. So I am writing 4 into any constant, that is lambda. Lambda belongs to n. Now see, if we substitute this here, what we get? This is 24 into 7 into t minus 6 into 4 lambda. Into 4 lambda. So now 24 is common. So this is 24. So 7t minus lambda is equal to 24 into m, where m is equal to 7t minus lambda belongs to n. So which is divisible by 24, right? Which is divisible by 24. Right? Therefore, P k plus 1 is true, p k plus 1 is true. Then another 3 steps. So this step, ये पता चला ना आपको? This is the important step. What to do? This is number. We want 24 as a factor, right? 24 as a multiple of this, because is divisible by 24 given. So for that we are checking this, and this is, if we substitute k equal to 0, then again I am explaining you, k equal to 0, then 5 raised to 0 minus, sorry, k is equal to 1, because we are taking natural number, k equal to 1, 5 minus 5, that is 0, is divisible by 24 always, because 0 is divisible by any number, right? So this is but non-zero number, keep in mind, right? So this is divisible by 4. Suppose we take k is equal to 2, then 25 minus 5 is 20, is also divisible by 4, right? Then p equal to 3, then 125 minus 5, 120 is also divisible by 4. So this number 5 raised to k minus 5 is divisible by 4, and that's why I am writing 4 into any constant. Suppose, see here, this is divisible by 24, then what we write? This is equal to 24 into t. So this is divisible by 4. This is divisible by 4. So I am writing 4 into lambda. Substitute that and get 24 common. You will get your answer, right? So this is pk plus 1 is true. Therefore pk implies pk plus 1 is true. Therefore also p1 is true. Therefore by PMI, for all n belongs to n, Pn is true. Pn is true, right? So this is the way to solve the examples of PMI. So almost all types are covered, only one types are remaining. That is your next example. Okay.